Hello friends, it's Angie at the Stone Castle Hotel.
I'm Ryan Pelton, Elvis Presley at Legends in Concert.
And you know what? It is Christmas in Branson. It's my very favorite season.
Absolutely.
Are you sick of Christmas?
No, you know what? We're just getting going with it, so it's really exciting. I can tell you though, by about the 23rd, 24th, and singing Christmas songs every day, you start, But I'll tell you what, I love Christmas. I love the Christmas season. It brings out the best in everyone. So.
Yeah, twinkling lights, great food, great music. It's the great place to be. And you have an incredible Christmas show.
Absolutely, absolutely. We've got just, this year's a little bit different. We kind of extended our Christmas show. Usually it was just a few songs here and there, but we actually have an entire Elvis Christmas set. So I was very excited about that.
Gosh, that is awesome. So now you guys do Christmas, but you do regular stuff too. So you're not all Christmas, so you don't get tired of Christmas carols.
Absolutely, but the one thing that's funny is most acts have always had a Christmas album or they sang a Christmas song. So we make sure we hit all the hits, but also those Christmas songs that they sang.
What did Elvis sing?
He has the #1 selling Christmas album to this day.
No, I did not know that.
Yeah, so we have a couple different songs from that album. Santa Bring My Baby Back to Me, Santa Claus is Back in Town, If Every Day Could Be Like Christmas. So
I
a lot of
love
fun.
that one. That is awesome. You know what? Would you read us a book?
I'll tell you what, I would love to.
Awesome. All right, let's go.
Wyatt and the King, written by Kristen Brooks, illustrated by Brooke Stefanelli. One rainy morning, a bored puppy named Wyatt looked out his window. Wyatt really wanted to play in the rain with his puppy friends, but his people weren't home to let him outside. What could be better than playing in the rain with my friends, Wyatt whimpered. Suddenly, he heard something. Wyatt perked his ears up to listen. Wyatt had never heard anything like this before. Then he realized it was music. Man, what a beat. It's magic music, he yapped. Wyatt was determined to find the music. He searched in all his favorite places. The music got louder. Maybe my sisters have it, Wyatt yelled as he darted into the room. Do you have the magic music? Wyatt asked excitedly. No, we don't have it. Ricky is playing it in the living room. Now get out of our room, they screamed. Yes, it's Ricky, Wyatt thought as he bolted into the living room. Wyatt flew down the steps and slid into the living room. Ricky was there. I found the magic music, Wyatt barked happily. This is the best music in the whole world, Wyatt yipped. Ricky smiled, watching his little brother dance. He remembered when he first heard the magic music too. Wyatt flopped onto the floor, panting. Brother, what was that music? Well, that was Elvis Presley singing Jailhouse Rock, Ricky answered. Wyatt looked at his brother confused. Who's Elvis? He asked. Elvis was the greatest entertainer of all time. He was always kind and generous. He is loved by everyone all over the world, Ricky replied proudly. Wyatt noticed a picture on the ground and gently picked it up. Is this Elvis? Wow, look at his hair, I love it, Wyatt said, wagging his tail. Wyatt imagined how cool he would look with hair like Elvis. Brother, will you tell me more about Elvis? Wyatt asked. Ricky nodded. Before Elvis, most performers didn't have a distinct look or style. No one danced on stage or moved around. All of the music sounded the same too. The same sound, same beat, same lyrics. Nothing stood out. When Elvis came along, he shook up the whole world. Elvis didn't dress or sound like anyone else. Elvis was rock and roll. He put his heart and soul into his music. He would shake his hips and dance all over the stage. When Elvis came along, he shook up the whole world. Elvis didn't dress or sound like anyone else. Elvis was rock and roll. He put his heart and soul into his music. He would shake his hips and dance all over the stage. The crowd went wild. Wow, Elvis really does sing magic music. Let's dance like Elvis, Wyatt yipped. Okay, Ricky barked, and Wyatt and Ricky danced as hard as they could to Hound Dog, Ricky's favorite Elvis song. They rolled on the floor and shook their hips from side to side. Do I look like Elvis? Wyatt asked. Yes, Elvis would love it, Ricky shouted. Ricky loved his brother very much. Elvis is so much more fun than playing in the rain, Wyatt shouted. He's the king of rock and roll, Ricky said happily. King Elvis. I bet people gave him as many bones and toys as he wanted, Wyatt squealed. Ricky smiled. He wasn't that kind of king, Wyatt. Elvis united people with rock and roll. Ricky continued. Elvis didn't like being called a king. He was a humble man who always wanted to make people happy. He loved to give cars as gifts to family and friends, and even people he didn't know, Wyatt smiled. Elvis made sure everyone got to go bye-bye. He's the best. Wyatt imagined how cool it would be to go bye-bye with Elvis. They would have so much fun going on adventures together. Suddenly, Wyatt noticed a picture of Elvis wearing a cape. Wyatt smiled. It all made sense now. Brother, why didn't you tell me Elvis was a superhero? Elvis was the greatest entertainer of all time. He helped people, made sure everyone could go bye-bye. He is a superhero. Ricky laughed. Yes, Wyatt, you're right. Elvis is a superhero. The sisters ran into the living room. Stop! Our people are coming home. Clean this mess up, they demanded. Wyatt and Ricky quickly put everything away. Just in time, Wyatt, Ricky, and the sisters ran to greet their family. Later that night, Wyatt, Ricky, and their family snuggled in to watch an Elvis movie, Jailhouse Rock. Wyatt leaned over to Ricky and whispered, Thank you for teaching me about Elvis. Today was my best day ever. But when I grow up, I want to be just like you and Elvis. Ricky kissed Wyatt's cheek. You're welcome, little brother. The end.
Hey Ryan, that was amazing. Thank you so much.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Oh my gosh, what is it? You have an Elvis read you a story before you go to bed? Ah! That was great. Hey guys, Merry Christmas. Thank you so much. Goodbye.
Merry Christmas.